Well, we're back again, and you are listening low on the Listening Low Show. And remember what I said, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Because you never know you might miss when you're listening to low. Brought to you today by Sweet Fire Production. Another episode of greatness, because it's truly a mindset of greatness, a commitment of greatness, a passion of greatness. Let's have all of them today. Let's take them to the next level today. Let's make sure your knowledge is not wasted. The lasting gift is the quote of the day. The lasting gift. What's the last gift are you going to leave on this earth? Is it something that's tangible? Is it knowledge? Is it materialistic? Is it love? What are you going to leave in your lasting day? What will be your lasting gift? True godliness with contentment is itself a great wealth. After all, we brought nothing with us when we came into this world, and we can't take anything with us when we leave it. And that's 1 Timothy 6 and 7 right there. I mean, I heard this phrase a lot, and you probably heard this phrase too all the time. I mean, many times people are talking about what you're going to take with you, why you're going to take it with you, right? You can't take it with you, or whatever the case might be. But it makes the point clearly. You'll never see, listen to me careful now, you'll never see a hearse pulling a U-Haul full of money. Why not? Because you can't take it with you. You never see a hearse pulling a U-Haul full of books and full of letters and full of literature. Why? Because you can't take it down there with you. Nobody going to read it there with you or up there with you or wherever you go. You can't take it with you. So why waste the talent? Why waste the knowledge you have that you can share to others around the world? Me as a coach, a trainer, or a mentor, I'm trying to leave that knowledge. I'm dropping knowledge every day. Like some say, oh, let's drop them nuggets. I don't drop nuggets. I drop knowledge, right? I'm not talking about rapping. I'm not talking about doing poetry. I'm talking about every time I encounter a young man or a young lady when I'm training them in speed and agility training, or I'm training them in my job, or training them on sales, or training them in customer service, or even if I'm just coaching them in football or track or whatever the case might be, I'm dropping knowledge every time. Because it's bigger than just doing things physically. You also got to do it mentally. And when you're doing stuff mentally, you have to listen. And that's what I said, 2 ears, 1 mouth. It's that simple. It's just a mindset of like, and I know you can't take nothing with you. That's in the Bible. That's a biblical truth. It's that simple. Okay, like Paul even said it. Here's what Paul said. If you can't take it with me, if I can't take it with me, what lasts beyond myself? Memories? A legacy? I mean, what's going to last? What's going to be there? So when you leave something, what are you leaving? Are you leaving memories that people can remember every single day? That every time they think about you, there's some great memories? Are you leaving a legacy? So people are going to build a statue, or people are going to talk about you, or you're going to open their books in school and your name is in that book. Or they're going to turn on the TV channel and you there talking. Or they're going to look in a trophy case, there are trophies up there. Or they're going to go home and look on their wall and they're going to see a picture of you with them. I'm trying to leave memories, legacies, whatever the case might be. I don't want to take it with me. Where am I going with that? I want to make sure that when I leave something here, it's something so valuable that they can't even live without, in a sense. We got to have water. We got to have air. We know that. Why my memory can't be like water and air? I got to have it. I got to wake up in the morning, right? I got to kick off the covers. I got to jump out the bed. I look up in the wall, and I need that inspiration. There go Coach Low right there. When the time get rough, I'm going to take it on the chin just like the rest of us. But at the same time, I'm going to remember Coach Low say, stay humble, stay hungry, keep your head up, and have fun. I remember them days. I just got a call from one of my friends, right, and told me they went and did a routine checkup, and they found out they had, colon cancer. And I'm like, wow. This, he was like, he didn't know what to think. You start thinking that way. You thinking I'm not going to be here forever. Are you thinking I got to do something about this here? And you start questioning yourself. Did I leave some great memories behind? If I don't make it through this. Did I leave a legacy? Did I put my friends and my parents and my players or my coaches, or did I leave them in a good place when I'm gone? You ask yourself that. I mean, he even started writing down the things that he want to write down. He wanted, we talked about it, right? He talked about, wanting his family and his friends to do as they do. Press on. He wanted them to press on. He left enough in them and still enough in them that he know if he go, that they can continue to press on. He want them to press on. He want them to care about each other. Care about each person whom you come in contact with. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So you always got to care about each person you come in contact with. It can be someone that you just walk past. Hello, how you doing? You speak to them. We have to understand that. We don't wait on someone to speak to you. You be the one to take that initiative. You the one to step out and say, hello, good morning. That alone can make a big difference in a person's life. I tell my kids all the time. I tell the players all the time. When you walk up in a group, say good morning. How you doing? Shake a hand. Give them a high five. Strong handshake. A handshake is a man bond. It's man to man. Or whatever the case might be, you have to make sure that that contact that you made with that person right there, it changes their mindset to in a positive way. Because positive energy bring positive outcome. Negative energy bring negative outcome. Why you think in football and sports game, before the COVID and all this happened, they always shook hands. The captains shake hands. Why? They're saying have a good game. We got to stick to that. We can't come out there doing things different. Now, it might be a bump fist, it might be an elbow, but then it might be something even ridiculous. I mean, I'm seeing now that look 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old kids coming out with ski masks on. They're not shaking hands. They're turning their back. But guess what? Somebody watching. Someone has seen that on video. I had a kid that went out there and didn't shake hands. He went from my program, but we seen it. He was playing against us. And we didn't shake hands, and guess what happened when he didn't shake hands? Somebody seen on video. That same kid that had an opportunity to be in an all-star game, and know what? We didn't take him because his character. You think the ESPN want a kid walk up to another kid and don't shake his hand on ESPN? Done or none. Done or none. They don't. That sound ain't going off for him. He's not going to get that sound. He's not going to get that glory. He's not going to get that opportunity because he's not shaking hands like a man. It's that simple. My friend wanted to make sure that everybody's still going to be friends. They want to be friends not only to their player, to their children. We already know that parents supposed to raise the kid. Kid don't raise the parent. But at some point in your life, the parent got to know that they got to have a friendly a relationship with their kids, mother and father, son and daughter. Or do I have a little friendship with them? Are we friends enough where we can talk and we can just be cool? We can talk to each other, not talk at each other, right? Think about what I'm leaving when I leave here. Think about what you're going to leave when you leave here. My friend, when he was talking to him, like, what else you going to leave, right? You got a legacy. You got memory, right? You're leaving money, the house, cars. He told me, I'll leave my bone marrow. Anybody got a match, I'm going to leave it to them. I can't use it. My spirit gone. My body's there, the flesh. He donated the bone marrow, right? He wanted to make every person's life better, where he have the power to do so. Why? Because that person going through tough time and struggling and need that bone marrow, it ain't no good to him. So he gave it, he donated it. Now that person's life can be better and keep living on. He want to make sure, and you need to make sure, that when you forgive easily. Don't forgive hard. That's a tough one right there. That's a tough one right there. Forgive easy. Don't forgive hard. Make a choice every day to be positive. Allow God to work through you. Y'all got to marinate on that a little bit there. As a coach, as a mentor, as a trainer, as a father, these are things that we need for our children. These are things we need in life. You need them for yourself. Embrace these moments. I embrace the moment. I mean, I like where my buddy Mark Head was at. I like it. I like the list that he put together, things that he wanted to happen if he's not here. Thinking about others and the memories. Man, the memories and the impact. Think about the memories and impact you can create while you're living. If you can create memories and impact, and create that legacy while you're living, it's gonna impact others when you're dead. Think about that there for a moment. But you got to remember this. So here's what we have to remember as coaches, trainers, mentors, fathers. We have to remember, in order to leave memories with the ones you love and who you love, you have to make some memories. To leave memories for your spouse or your time together, you have to take time to be with your spouse. There it is, right? And I understand that. I see it every day. It's tough now. When you got a system and you have a plan, you got to be able to balance. It's hard to balance when everyone is pulling at you and you want everyone to want you to be successful. You want everybody to want you to help them because you didn't have that when you were little. When I was little, I didn't have that. I didn't have that attention that I wanted. I didn't have that I didn't gravitate as much until I got a little bit older. And I didn't feel that love. I didn't feel that want. I didn't have no memories, right? So when I started gaining that memory, I started gaining that success, I wanted it more. I liked it. But now it's sometimes I got to learn how to slow down. You got to balance it out. It's very tough. It's very tough to balance. Because you got kids and you're trying to do so much. You're trying to be in a great place, in a positive place. You're trying to create that legacy, try to have the memories. But let me tell you something. To raise your children as good and godly people who love and respect you, you have to be a viable, real, and caring part of their life. You have to be viable. You have to be caring. You got to be a huge part of their lives if you want to raise your children as good and as godly people. That's a tough one there. I was sitting down today and asking my boss, and she was like, how many kids you have? And she said, what are each one of them doing? And as I broke it down to each one of them, they was like, that's impressive. I said, that's impressive. He said, you know how hard it is to get, multiple kids to be successful and not have a lot of troubles and problems? No sickness, no prison, no addicts. You know how tough that is? And she was like, you still going with that? I said, yes, I am. She said, very impressive. Very impressive. I impressed her with that. And she was like, they're going to remember all that. Every day they're going to have something they can remember bigger than just being behind them as a coach or a trainer. Just being behind them as a father. I made choices, guys, to be behind my children. I made big choices. Being at a company for 20 years, working, being at a training company for 20 years, being a barbershop owner for 20 years, be a businessman for 20 years, a coach for 20 plus years, a trainer for 20 plus years. That's a lot. That's 100 years all together doing multiple different things. And still make sure I had time to be a coach, a trainer, a mentor, a father, all that in a whole. I want to make sure that my kids will be able to be successful and have the things that I couldn't have. I made them earn it now. My kids will tell you every time, boy, they had to earn it with nothing given. There were no allowances. You're supposed to clean your room. There's no nothing. You get rewarded for getting accolades, but I'm going to reward you just for bringing good grades. I'm going to reward you because you became academic All-American or student All-American. That's a whole nother world. Because people can get away with just good grades. Question, can you take them grades and get accolades to a higher level? That's where the rewards came. Not just give it to just kind of feel like it. That's the difference. It's a difference just giving kids something and making them earn it. The more they learn, the more they earn. The more they earn, the more they learn. It's that simple. It gets no better than that. To make a difference in the lives of your friends, that's another one there. I became friends with all my kids I coach and train. I couldn't be their father because they have a father. I couldn't just continue being their coach because they get a new coach every year. You got a coach in Little League. You got a coach in high school. You have a coach in college. You got a coach in professional. And then you get a boss at a job. So I had to learn how to separate that coach mentality to a friendship. Here I am, 53 years old, and I'm friends with who? Dorian, Daryl, Drico. Them guys 20-something years old, and we friends. We can go to the air house and hang out together. We can do mentorship together. We can coach together. We can train together. We can do all that. We all can do friends. And we can be friends. And that's the difference right there. Being friends with them is huge. Now, when it's time to go somewhere and I need some help and support, I'm not calling my trainer. I'm calling my friend. I'm not calling my coach. I'm calling my friend. I'm not calling my player. I'm calling my friend. To make a difference in lives of your friends, you have to make sure you do what it takes to be their friend. Your coworkers. Some people say, I just go to work to make my money and I'm done. Not me. I go to work, my coworkers, every day. Thank you, Lo. Thank you, Lo. Thank you. Thank you. When I walk into that double door and them two doors automatically open and I walk in, I'm not talking about a manual door. I'm not talking about a manual door. I'm not walking through a door that I got to work hard to get in, a door that I got to need a key to unlock, a door I got to push to get in that door. I'm not even talking about that type of door. Them hard working doors there. I mean, we're past that stage. Then I'm not talking about a revolving door either. I'm not talking about a door I gotta catch when I get in, right? Am I gonna make it in, or what's gonna happen when I get in, or am I gonna run into the door? I don't want to. Did I get in? I go around and around and around. Now I'm confused. I'm talking about an automatic door that I have set up myself through God and through work. I set it up where I can just step in front of that door. The door open up, the air conditioning come down, and everybody's looking. I walk in. When I walk in that automatic door, I got the mindset of greatness. And I'm saying like, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm making their day so they can make my day. I walk to the elevator to the right, good morning. I walk to the deli, good morning. I walk to the front desk, good morning. I walk upstairs, good morning. I walk in my office, good morning, good morning, good morning. The morning word changes my coworkers. Those in church, that's a whole nother level there. Now it's blessed morning, right? You see how it just changed to what's up to my friends, to good morning to my coworkers, to blessed morning at church. The company that you keep, the way you speak, the way you greet, it can go a long way. Because you're in the presence. You're in the presence of them. You're in the presence. You right there beside them, right? You got the same mindset. You got the same mindset. Your environment that you in a good environment, everybody gonna have the exact same mindset. Whether it's hanging out with your friends, having fun, watching football, or hanging with your coworkers at work, helping others. Because you have to definitely love what you do, love who you do it with, and love who you do it for. Them the coworkers you're with right there. And then when you go to church and get that blessing, leave that thing, you leave up saying, man, was he talking to me? Man, I'm glad I ran into them. Woo, I won today. The devil lost today. I won today. Whoever you find yourself with, you have to take the time and just care. To forgive easily. Take time to care. Take time to forgive easily. Don't forgive hard. That's a powerful statement right there. Forgiving easily, that means you did it with integrity. That means you had character. That means that you don't let nothing bother you. You brush it off, you keep it moving, pray on it, let's go. Because you know, when all said and done, if you didn't forgive easily, your legacy is not going to be nice. It's not going to be there. If you want a legacy, you better make sure you know how to forgive easily. And you want to have great memories, you better know how to forgive easily. I always throwing in coaching every time I do the Listen to Low podcast, because I want people to understand that coaching is a tough task. It's tough to be a coach, especially nowadays, because it's a different mindset with the parents. Same when it comes to money. Now that colleges are now paying athletes Moneyball versus football. High school want to do NIL, Moneyball versus football. Youth football, organization paying for all the kids to come to their organization. Moneyball versus football. So now how you deal with the coaches and the parents, how you deal with that player that you paid for, how you deal with the player that you didn't pay for, how you separate them, how you help them grow. A good coach can change a game, but a great coach with integrity can change a life. So I want to make sure my kids and other kids are around a coach, a trainer, a mentor that can help change a life, not just change the game. Because I fear no man. I fear no man. Only person that I need to focus on and make sure I'm doing things right, God himself. Take time, guys. Take time to build those memories by taking time to just care. A man told me today, I came in your office today to ask 5, 6, 10 questions maybe. It was so many questions. Every time he asked a question, he said, I answered instantly. And I told him I didn't answer instantly. It took me a while to answer it, because as you was talking, I was caring about your concern, and I was listening with what? 2 ears, 1 mouth. That's why I was able to answer your question to your liking, to what's going to help you and satisfy you, so you can leave here happy, as a happy owner. Don't take yourself too seriously, but take those around you whom you love and who you love very seriously. Don't take yourself too serious, but you take the ones around you very serious. So you got friends and kids, you got friends, take them seriously. You got kids, definitely take it seriously. Your spouse, take it seriously. Your co-workers, seriously. Church members, seriously. But yourself, no. Here's what I'm going to leave you guys with. I want you guys to really understand what I'm talking about that lasting gift that you have to leave as a coach, a trainer, and a mentor. The lasting gift you got to have. Spend the days of your life making memories in the lives of those you love, beginning today. This your boy, Coach Low for Life, a.k.a. the Camp King, and you are listening to Low. And make sure you remember, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Like us every week. Subscribe every single week. Share this to families and friends. Show it to your players and your teammates. Sit down and watch it with your son, with your daughter. Let them see what we're talking about. I have the experience. 30 years of this in the business. Successful kids. You see the background. You see what we're doing. Brought to you by Sweet Fire Production every single week. Spend your days of your life making memories in lives of those you love beginning today. We'll see you guys next week.